Hi there. Yeah, this is day 4 of our challenge. Just making sure all's well, volume is up, so you can hear me. Right. If you remember, well, I was down pretty bad yesterday. Um, I think at the it went as bad as over $100 if I remember correctly. I'd have to refer to the video from yesterday too, but I think it went over $100 under. As you can see, that's the same trade. I'm going to show you my account history, where the last profit I took was £3, $3.80. Excuse me. Okay, so that was from yesterday, the 3rd of April. It's the 4th of April today, 04/04/2014. Right, so one of the things I mentioned yesterday was that over trading isn't advisable. Essentially, um, one trade, maximum two trades a day, and the second one should be more a preventative trade. Say you make a mistake and you want to correct the mistake, you can either stay in the trade and wait for the trend to recover. Obviously, do your research before you make any decisions. Or you can go the opposite way, which is what I did. And I actually did that some days ago. I don't think I recorded that, but yeah, one of the things you could do is if things start going against you rapidly, even after you've done all your homework and everything, you follow the trend line and things don't work, you can go the opposite way um, if you're sure that things would recover. So as prices drop, you make a profit in quotes. It's not actually profit in real terms until the market recovers. I will demonstrate that in one of the videos before the 7 days are over, hopefully. But I think I might have done that in one of the videos. I actually did that a few days ago. I don't know if I recorded that, which is why you see that $3.80 profit there. That was a preventative strategy to stop a loss. As you can see, there was a buy previously before that. Yeah, okay. So we'll go on to day 4 of the challenge. Now, what I'm going to do here is now the trend is up. Well, it's been up since yesterday, like I anticipated. So, though it's not moving as quickly as I want it to, I have used the equidistant channel there, so you can see. And at that point, that's 12.90.90. At that point there, it's 12.93. So you have a pretty much a 30 pound difference between. Sorry, what I was gonna do was check the highest point there before it drops and average it out. Okay, so we'll go there. 12.92.67 was a high, as you can see there. The low for that one was 12.90.67. So the difference is $20. Okay, right. So I know that if I use equidistant channel, and that's at 12.90.48, and that's at 12.93.23. So that's about $25. Okay, exactly $25 actually difference. You get to know this. If you have any questions as to why it's $25, I explain that to you. Just send me a message. Okay, so what I'm going to do, even at this point, it might be a bit risky because when prices start going up like that rapidly, they tend to also drop rapidly. But generally, in trading parlance, there's a saying that goes, "The trend is your friend." You know, so always trade with the trend. As long as you put your stop losses at the appropriate places. So if I enter this trade now, do a buy. Okay, I'm not saying I'm going to do that now. My stop loss will be $25 below the price, my entry point. Okay, and then my take profit will probably be about $10, $15 above my entry point. Okay, because of the trend, the current trend, the trend over the last few hours, are more likely to hit the $10 profit than sustain a $25 loss. Don't know if that makes sense. If it doesn't, like I say, send me a message, ask questions, and I'll explain why. Okay, so I'm gonna keep an eye on this over the next few minutes, and what I'll do is as soon as prices start recovering, it's been here for a while, so there's a good chance it's gonna drop. Okay, that's what's going on. So I'll keep an eye on this for a few more minutes. Okay, I'm just gonna pause this now and resume. Say we're at 207% now. The margin level is 207. Been recording for 6 minutes. Okay, just so as not to bore you. Okay, it's recovering now. So this might be a good entry point. Okay, not quite. So the plan is actually to enter at the low point here, you know, with this trend now that's developing. And you can determine where the low point would be once the trend slows down or stops and takes the other goes in the opposite direction. But you do have to study it for a while, you know, like this region here. I may have thought that it was about to recover. If I had entered, then I would have lost that amount of money. Okay. Also, I may have thought that the trend was about to change there. So you need to just keep an eye on things. Make sure that the trend has actually changed. Or if it's slowing down, that's an indication that it's about to go in the opposite direction, and then you can enter the trade. Okay. Right. So maybe I should just keep this running because I think it's about to change. Okay, that's a strong indication. As you can see, now that movement there is stronger than any. Well, apart from that, possibly. But, you know, in one fell swoop, if you like, it is actually stronger than that movement because it seems more definitive, if you like. I think that's the word I was looking for. I'm just going to keep an eye on it again over the next few seconds. And okay, another thing also to consider is the time it takes to change. The trend takes change. So it's going okay. So that's definitely recovery. So I'll do a buy here. I think I'll be safe. Yep, to do a buy now. Okay. Then my stop loss, which I will do on this one, but not on that one, because I still think that there's money to be made there. So my stop loss now would be 1292.84 to be at 1290.34, so $25 below 1290.34. Okay. Well, the cost of that transaction was $5, so essentially I'm pretty much where I started. Okay, and then my take profit on this one would be, I said I was going to make 10 or 15 out of this, so I'll 1293.84 will be $10. 1293.84. Okay, take profit. Okay, so as you can see, stop loss there, take profit there. That's more likely to happen than that because of the current trend. Okay, so that's one of the things one of the tips that would stand you in good stead as a trader, if that's what you want to do. If you want to have someone manage your account for you, then these are some of the things that they learn, the successful traders. All right. There are no absolutes in this business. You just have to use your knowledge of probability, a bit of common sense. Don't get too emotionally involved as well in your trades. because that could be very bad for you. Right, as you can see, because I have carried out another transaction, my margin level has halved. It was over 200% before, now it's gone down to under 100%. So that's what happens when you do a buy. If that was a sell, then my margin level pretty much have remained the same, just slightly lower than 200%, because for each transaction of 0.1 units, which is that, that costs $5. Okay. To go for that, you will need thousands in your account to be able to afford 8 units of gold. All right, I'll pause this video now, and I'll continue in about 4 minutes time, until just before 11 o'clock, which I expect some movement at 11. Yeah, that's back from the pause. Like I said, it's 10:59 now, and I expect some movement around 11. It's 11 o'clock now. There's some jobs data expected from the US today, and that will affect the markets as well. Apparently it's not looking very good, so I expect that gold prices would continue to rise today. It's not likely that it's volatility is going to be impressive, if you like. Impressive volatility would be an impressive movement would be, give you an example, and that would be classed as impressive. Moving from there, a low of 1283.26. Note the time at 14:30, times at the top. Okay, low 1283.26, time 14:30, and then there in 15 minutes it went from 1283 to a high of 1291. So one would have made $80 thereabouts in 15 minutes. But in fact, also, if you note that 1283 was a low at 1445, 1283.75, and at the same 1445 it was 1291. Let's show you that again. 1291.89. So essentially, from the low of 1283.75 to the high, you would have made over $80 within 1 minute. That's what that data shows. Okay, so that would be an impressive movement. So I don't expect that when the jobs data is read out. I don't expect that amount of movement. Maybe half of that or 3/4 of that. So yeah, because the news is out already anyway. But you never know. It might happen, but it would happen to favor me, essentially, because I have done my homework, and if I hadn't yesterday, when things were really bad, at that point, let's see, try and get yesterday's data. That was a low of yesterday, where I was losing over $100 at the time, and I sat tight. I didn't take any rash decisions. I didn't cut my loss and run. Well, I couldn't have, because at that point I wouldn't have had enough money to get back into the trade, since that was below the entry point. Don't know if that makes sense to you, but I had minus $110 or something there, and my balance was 154. So essentially I had less than $50. You need at least $67 to enter a trade. That gives you a margin level of 100%. I had less than that, so if I'd closed the trade at the time, that would have been it. I would have needed to pay in some money, at least $100 back. The system doesn't accept anything less than $100, so I'd have had to pay back pay in $100 to carry on trading. And I didn't mind losing. Another thing I must add is I didn't mind losing all the money. See, that's one of the things in trade. There's a psychology to it as well. You have to invest money that you're prepared to lose, and that way, if you do lose it, you're not really bothered. If you think you're going to lose a little money that you've put into your trading account, you're not going to react the same way as if you had, say, $10,000. You know, if you had $10,000 and you're about to lose that, your decisions are going to be more erratic. Your decisions are more likely to be rash than reasonable. Okay, so those are some of the things you should take into consideration when trading. Psychology is very, very important. Right, I think I will have got some things to um, sort out today, so I'm going to leave this video on the 16 minutes, and we shall come see you tomorrow on day 5 of my 7-day challenge. So far so good with this trade. I'm pretty confident that I will um, make a profit on that at 12.9384. I'm not going to be trading. Well, I'm going to leave this running for the rest of the day. Okay, so that's gonna hopefully make me $10. I said I'll keep that on the 16 minutes. It's gone over, so that would make me $10. I'm going to leave that there for now. It doesn't matter even if it doesn't hit that level today or tomorrow. Well, tomorrow is Saturday or Monday. I'll just keep an eye on things. If I make $20 or $30 on that one, I may stop that trade. I may just close that trade and you know do a review on Monday. Okay, see you tomorrow for day 5 of our 7-day challenge. Take care. Bye bye.